Hey everybody, Todd Michael Putnam from Creative Adventure Tables bringing you another adventure table idea, and this is Castle Dracula. Castle Dracula. Okay, so it's maybe not exactly Dracula, but it's a castle with vampires in it, so that's as close as it gets. And as far as the adventure is concerned, it's pretty much a, open the door, kill the monster, steal the treasure kind of a thing. It's there's a castle full of vampires that's supposedly haunted, and the players have been hired out to head in there and clear out the castle so they can reclaim it, and the rightful human people can take over again and bring peace and joy to the land and all that fun stuff. So as far as the setup is concerned, well, I'll just go in for the monsters and the environment. The first area coming in here is just like a big open entranceway, and if you head to the right, I've got some were-rats that are living in this section of a broken down section of the castle itself. So they're scampering about. This section here has suffered a whole lot of damage to it. It used to be like an old kitchen area. You can see from this little thing right there, it used to be an old kitchen area. So for whatever reason, these things have become were-rats, or they've been attracted. They're under the sway of the vampire lord, and so they act as basically foot soldiers, and they inhabit this section of it here. Behind that area, going back a little bit, comes basically the torture chambers, because vampires have reasons. So there's torture chambers with all kinds of abominations, like this guy right here, kinds of torture racks and stuff, and a mysterious guy in red robes. You don't know if he's undead or human or what he is. And then back in the corner over here, there's the area where the people are locked away and stuff, where they get dragged out eventually. You can see the blood flow basically all along these walls where the torture area is. Like the regular walls are, of course, untouched by blood, but in these other areas where all the torture is taking place and where the prisoners get dragged back into their cell is all filled with blood and entrails and slime, fun stuff like that. If we head back over to the other side, over on this side, we've got a wight and a couple of zombie guys that are like former guards. And so they're guarding this section of it. And then we've got some more lesser undead. There's like a supply room over here. And then you just got some regular zombies and stuff in the old servants' quarters in this area here. So some low-level undead to trash down pretty quick and easy. And then if you want to come up the stairs here, double stairs, come up to this side, there's two different sections. The one on the left, there's like a dining section here, and then an area where the lord of the castle himself sleeps. You see he's got the big fancy bed. He's got all the treasure and stuff there in that area. And if you follow over onto this side, there's some room with some broken trash and stuff. But if going further in, there's where the keep mage is and his apprentice. So they're in this area, and they've got all kinds of potions and stuff that are there they can throw at the players with alchemy, and maybe they have gaseous effects, or they blow up, or they shrink players, or stuff like that. So it's one of those random type effects that you could just throw the potion. If it hits, you can roll on a chart and see what kind of random thing it does to the players if it hits them. So it might shrink them, it might grow them, it might give them weakness, that could be poison, could be all kinds of stuff that happens. So that just adds some random chaos to the fighting, in addition to, of course, the undead creatures slinging spells. And then, of course, you've got the big baddie up top. He's got three, lesser spawn vampires down below, and then the main vampire itself and his wife, both, of course, vampire lords, sitting up on their thrones. And that's where plenty of space here for the big battle to take place. So then, of course, outside you'd have, gargoyles and fun stuff like that for things that are happening outside. As far as how the build is concerned, though, the quick and simple thing that I wanted to get across with this build is the importance of being flexible in where you get your materials to build stuff in. Of course, if you're crafting everything yourself, that's fantastic. But if you're purchasing stuff, don't get locked into only one manufacturer. And the reason I say that is because this build is multiple manufacturers that are important to it. So the castle walls, these big castle walls and minarets and towers and stuff here, all those guys, and these two big ones here, and of course all the ones back on the other side, and the big main gate entryway right here, those are all from a company called Old Glory, and they have castles. They have a whole bunch of different stuff, but that's where this castle set comes from. It's kind of like a hard foam material. It's not 3D printed, it's some kind of hard foam. So that's from Old Glory. Inside the castle itself, all of this, with the exception of those two big towers at the back, That's all Dwarven Forge from various sets that they have, both from their Temple of Doom and Dungeon of Doom and their classic dungeon tiles. And then they also got a torture chamber set. I think it's called Chamber of Sorrows. That's the one that has the blood stuff on it over there. And of course the stair elevation pieces, and like this piece right here, they've got braziers with LEDs in it for light. So that's all Dwarven Forge. And then if you come outside, if you look at the river mats and the bushes, both the large and the small bushes, and the variety of trees that I have, I've got green pines, and then I've got some autumn trees, and then some just standard color trees, and then some over here. I've got some blighted pines, and some more bushes and trees, and like a fallen over tree over here, more standard. All of that stuff, that's all from Monster Fight Club, who... There's Beast. Beast is is basically the mascot of Monster Fight Club, and they sent me him. So I try and put him in my builds because he's just so cool. But that's Beast. He's the mascot for Monster Fight Club. So that's all Monster Fight Club. And then underneath it, these battle mats right here. There's two of them that I've got. That's the separation is right in the center. They're both 5 foot by 3 foot. Those are from WizKids, along with most of the miniatures that I'm using is WizKids. So you've got WizKids, you've got Monster Fight Club, you've got Dwarven Forge, you've got Old Glory. So you've got all these different companies that if you can put together in order to create stuff that you couldn't with any one single company. So, and obviously if you're crafting your own, or if you're 3D printing, you probably have different sources and stuff. But if you're just looking for stuff retail, there's just so many different companies to look for. Always check and see which company is going to offer you the kind of materials that you want to build the adventures that are interesting for you and your players. So that's it for me. Please like and subscribe to the video, and I'm looking forward to your comments below. And I will see you guys next adventure. Take care. Bye.